Can you hear me, Ranjanui? I need to make sure you can hear each and every repetition of the phrase, "You are an idiot." How copy? Kiri nodded his head slowly, then adjusted his hair so the tiny device attached to his head was hidden from view. I see the Higaran girl you're investigating. Tutorangi spoke into Kiri's ear. Mina Soban Ray is her name, right? She's waiting tables on the far side. Wait a few more seconds before you enter. On my mark. Go. Moving briskly and with confidence, Kiri entered the Cosmic Garden. Here for lunch? Asked a Higaran waiter. We've got a table overlooking the aquatic district. That's in Mina's zone. Take it, Tutorangi instructed. Kiri allowed his host to take his coat. The pockets were empty. Then he took the window seat. Within moments, Mina swept over to his table. She looked enchanting in a slim dress with matching elbow-length gloves. When Mina saw Kiri, she froze up for half a second. Her face flashed an expression that said, "What the hell are you doing here?" Kiri ordered a drink. When she stepped away, Mina turned on a television for Kiri to watch. Kiri looked around and saw that all of the patrons were watching the same news story. Freya Kinsella was attempting to mediate the ongoing tensions between Auraki and Higara. Kiri had seen this name a few times before. Freya was a human diplomat who recently took a promotion. Just a few short weeks from now, Freya would become Deputy Secretary General and be one heartbeat away from ruling the United Nations of Earth. While the red-haired diplomat continued talking on the screens, Kiri gazed around. He aimed his face to a target while Tutorangi talked into his head through the concealed transceiver. Okay, I can see you from here, and I've got a good view inside the building, Tutorangi said. MCS agents at your front and right. There are 15 employees in the restaurant now. 13 of them are confirmed hostiles. 2 are locals, allegiance unknown. Concealed weapons, mostly pistols. There's a rotary plasma cannon behind the bar, and a fully automated sentry gun concealed behind the wall panel just to the left of the musician's stage. I detect a hyperwave beacon on the second floor above you. Your girl is talking to someone in the kitchen. Can you tell me anything about him? Kiri asked. Not much, Tutorangi said. Behind too many walls, the signal is being scattered. All I can say is that she's talking to a humanoid, most likely another Higaran. She's coming back out now. Mina emerged from the kitchen, carrying a platter of food with her. It was Kiri's lunch order. She was smiling a little, but Kiri could tell the emotion was fake. Mina was upset. Act normal. You're being scanned, Tutorangi said. The girl is wired for audio. Keep the conversation light. 2 hostiles are watching you now. I've never seen a human with red hair, Kiri remarked as Mina set his food down. Red anything on a humanoid body seems real strange, doesn't it? Oh, you've never met a Sobani then, Mina replied. If you ever visit the Bridge of Sighs or the Shining Hinterlands, look out for people with the big red tattoos. Of course, you might get to see a Sobani warrior when my people go to Auraki to get our stolen hyperspace core. Mina finished her sentence with a vague threat. Her show of animosity toward a Partogan caught the attention of several other Higarans. Kiri heard a few sniggers around the room from the rest of the staff. Mina gave him a very mischievous look as she walked away. Kiri settled in to eat his lunch and watch the news. About 6 minutes later, Tutorangi spoke up again. This'll be interesting, Tutorangi said. The big guy just called your girl into the back room. Get the sticky bug out now and put it on your plate. Let the girl take it. Kiri reached into his pocket and produced what appeared to be a block of chewing gum. He stuffed it in his mouth and mashed it with his teeth, carefully making sure not to crush the tiny cluster of nanomachines inside. Then he placed the gum on his plate, wedged between two bits of food. On her way back to the kitchen, Mina collected Kiri's plates and took them with her. From his hiding spot across the street, Tutorangi used his computer to activate the nanobots. Now he and Kiri could eavesdrop on Mina's conversation with her handler. Kiri pretended to be transfixed by the news broadcast, listening to the feed from the eavesdropper bots. "Hold up," said the handler. "I need you to look at these photographs." Mina closed the kitchen door. "That's a human," Mina replied. "Look closer," the handler grunted. "Intel says this man was at Cape Canaveral on the day everything happened." "Sure, but I don't recognize him," Mina replied. "Don't do this again," the handler replied. "I really, truly don't get what's wrong with you. Don't you remember what these men did? You were there. You saw everything. Don't deny it." "I know," Mina said weakly. "I do remember, but—" "Then you know what we need to do," the handler replied. "Now tell me, did you see this man at Canaveral?" "So what if I did?" Mina snapped. "That doesn't instantly mean he was in on it. He's not guilty of anything just because he was there." And then there was a loud smacking sound. It was so sudden that Kiri jumped from surprise and had to pass it off as a very bad hiccup, drinking copious amounts of water. Mina let out a soft cry, as though she was in pain. "Are you really that stupid?" the handler demanded. "Why the hell would you try to protect these people after everything we did to save you from them? Now tell me, was this scumbag at Cape Canaveral either on the day of or any day before it?" "Yes," Mina sobbed. "I saw him, okay? He was at Canaveral. Yeah, I saw him working on a machine. He was probably an engineer." "Good," said the handler. "That's all I needed to know." "Wait," Mina cried out. "Don't kill him. He had nothing to do with it. He probably didn't even know what was happening until afterward." "He's just as guilty as the rest," the handler said. "Now clean yourself up and get back out there." Mina continued begging, but Kiri did not hear the rest. Tutorangi broke into the feed. "Hey, Kiri, sorry to make you dine and dash, but we've got a problem. Get out of there and head for a safe house as quick as you can." Kiri stood up and flagged down another waiter, attempting to pay his tab. On the TV screen, Kiri could see why Tutorangi was alarmed. The news report was displaying a red banner at the bottom of the screen with the words, "Human Ambassador detained by Commonwealth authorities." The image on the screen now displayed a human woman with red hair being thrown to the ground by a Partogan soldier.